All right. Hey, ladies. So today is our Growing Emeralds collaboration group meeting and call. And I just wanted to pop on. I know that sometimes the 6 a.m. calls are difficult to get onto with different things going on in the mornings and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't want to not talk about the Quarter Force program today because it gets released on November 1st, and I think it's really important that um, we talk about how to really pump up a new program and how to just get people excited for it with us, because a lot of people may be following you, or they might know your journey or your story, and maybe they haven't connected with another program that you've been doing. Sorry, it's so dark. I have this light behind my head. Maybe I can change it. Um, and maybe they just haven't connected with it yet, but maybe a program like Quarter Force, it's exactly what they have been looking for. You never know. So I think it's really important to really share new programs with everybody, because it's ultimately what can inspire someone to get started and to start their journey and take their life back. So what I like to do is, about a month before a new program releases, is I like to be really, really aware of how I'm sharing my journey. So I think it's really important to share about why you love working at home, how it's impacted you, how you feel after your workout, maybe some of the obstacles you have faced. So when you do your workout, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It doesn't need to be a perfect picture of you after a workout. It could be a picture, of your workout area. It could be a picture of you smiling, whatever you want. But having a picture and then talking about different aspects of your journey. So, if you're a new coach, sharing why you started working out, what were your fears when you started working out, what held you back at first from buying it. Maybe it was money, maybe it was time, maybe it was fear of failure. All of those things are called objections, and they're super important to be addressing in that first week of the month. So this week right now is a perfect time to be doing that. So today and tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 6 a.m., right? Are all perfect times to be sharing all of those things. So, why you do it every day. Like, why haven't you been missing it? Hey, I'm just talking about, I'm recording this. So I'm just talking about how it's really important to share objections and share about your journey, and just get really in tune with sharing why you work out and why it's important to just share exactly how you're feeling and how the workouts have impacted you leading up to a release of a program. And I think that it's important because when someone new is watching you on your Facebook, or if you're new to sharing about your journey, then people are going to be able to relate to that. They're going to be able to feel why you feel it's so important. They're going to be able to connect to that. They're going to be able to see that maybe, even though they have obstacles in their life, maybe they're going to be able to overcome them just like you. So sharing those obstacles that you faced are super important. Even if you're a new or a coach that's been coaching for a year, 2 years, it's really important to go back and share those obstacles that you faced when you first started, because those new people are going to be relating to that story. So the first week and a half of a month, that's what I really recommend sharing when a new release is coming up. So people that can really kind of connect to where you started and connect to why you started and why you're loving it. And then moving into the things that you really love about and the successes that you see. So the successes that you see in the Fit Believers, like making mention of someone sharing that they've lost 20 pounds, or making mention of someone sharing, how they feel different, or how they can fit back into clothes, or how you fit back into clothes, or anything like that. Just really sharing those successes along with your story. So, sharing, after you do a workout, how you feel, maybe how you felt like you didn't want to, but you pressed play anyway. Just sharing how no matter what you do, you can do it, right? Like giving that hope that you can do hard things and that you could be successful with it. So those first like 2 weeks end up being a lot about just building people up in their belief in themselves and the belief in the product and the belief in, even you as a person doing the workouts. And then in week 3, that's when I like to really start talking a lot about a new program. So in this case, Core de Force. So, I'm going to talk a lot about even like self-defense, talking about feeling empowered, talking about feeling strong, all of those things that kind of tie into Core de Force. So one thing that I really suggest doing is going and taking the sneak peek. So I streamed it live into the Fit Believer, so you can do it at any time. But doing the workout and videotaping yourself, do like I did like 2 or 3 moves. I can't stop yawning this morning. And kind of like all I do to edit my videos is I go into gallery on my phone and I click on one of them and I click edit photo or edit this, and then you can do video editor. And in your gallery, if you have a Samsung, it's probably a little bit different with iPhones. But then from there, it gives me an option to add all my videos, and I add them all into like a line, like a stream. And then it lets me trim them, and I trim them up, change the transition between them. I lower the sound because their sound is really, really loud. And that's it. Like nothing fancy. It takes me about 3-4 minutes usually. Usually takes longer to upload it than it does to make it on my phone. Anyways, then start like showing video, show video of you doing it, like doing it completely like imperfect. Say like, this is day 1 for me. This is me doing the sneak peek. And even though I couldn't even do the moves, I'm sore. Even though my form isn't perfect, I'm sore. Even though, I had to watch it for 5 minutes before I could figure out the moves, I'm still sore. I feel good. I feel empowered. I know that this is going to give me the skills to be able to really kick butt and to feel safe and to know that I can protect myself and stuff like that, right? Like talking about all those things that a workout like that can really impact your life with. So doing that. Another thing I like to do in week 3 is I go onto YouTube and I go to the Core de Force infomercial, and then right before where it says YouTube in the URL or the web address at the top, you put SS, recopy and paste that URL with SS right before it, and then go paste it into a new internet page, and it will come up, and you can press download, so you can actually download the YouTube videos to your computer. And then what I do is I upload that infomercial to my Facebook as my own video, because a video that you have uploaded yourself gets more views than a video that you share from YouTube, if that makes sense. Just the way Facebook works, they naturally promote your own videos over YouTube shares. So that's what I like to do in week 3 is share that video, talk about why I'm excited with it. And then after I've shared my video and that video, that's when I start really, really talking and pumping up the test group, why we're excited for the test group, what it's going to do, all that kind of fun stuff. And then going into week 4, I really just talk about how excited I am. I talk about how my workouts have been going, how I'm pumped up for my, maybe my goals for while I do that workout, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's what I like to do throughout the month leading up. So that's what you're going to see me doing. And just getting really excited for it. And then doing call outs, like saying, who would like this photo or like this video if you would be interested in doing the workout, like this if you feel like this is something that would help you or that you think would be fun or you think that would help to empower you or to make you feel better or safe, whatever it might be. Yeah, I kind of almost slept in too, Carrie. So yeah, that's kind of my tips for leading up to a new release. And then on November 1st, we'll actually have some time. So the test group isn't going to start till November 21st. So usually I like people to order 2 weeks before, just because some people don't like doing the workouts off of Beachbody On Demand. And when they do buy a challenge pack, they do have access to their program within 48 hours after they buy it. So, if someone does buy late, like on November 19th, they will have access to it online on Beachbody On Demand, and then they can start with their DVDs once they get there. But I do find that when people do that, unless they've like really, really wanted it or they're really excited, they usually kind of like fall off the wagon if they don't have their DVDs. So I try really hard to get people to buy their challenge packs at least 2 weeks before, so that way they have 10 full business days for it to arrive before we start the program or the test group. So that means, I'm just looking at my phone here. Let's see. So the latest, like my push for them to order is going to be November 4th. But if they do order as late as November 9th, it probably still will arrive, because it does usually arrive between 7 and 10 days, business days, sorry. So that's probably the latest I'll really push it. But if people do sign up later, they can access to Beachbody On Demand until the program gets there. But that's not the most ideal situation. Now, if someone doesn't want the challenge pack and they want to buy the unlock, so if they have Beachbody On Demand and they buy the unlock to have the digital version, that's cool too. They can come in the test group. If someone buys just the fitness program without the Shakeology, they can come in the test group. I think it's just important to support everyone, and the more that we have in there doing Core Force, the better. It'll be way more fun. So my push, though, is the challenge pack. I'm hoping they have a challenge pack with the Beachbody Performance line, actually, because people will want the extra push and the energy, and they're going to want the recover, because you get really sore from combat style workouts. So that's going to be my push for that one. And yeah, just like pumping it up, talk about how excited you are, talk about why you want to do it, talk about, what's pumping you up. So that's kind of what I would do. Now for the test group, I'm going to write this out into Growing Emeralds so we can have a discussion around it, but I want to make it really exciting and really fun. So I'm thinking, before we start adding people in, because obviously we won't be adding people in until after November 1st, because the program's not even out. But what I think I want to do, which I think would be cool, is if we did make videos of us doing the sneak peek. I think it'd be really cool if we all uploaded our videos of us doing it, like our starting points, into the group. So that way when people get added in and welcomed in, they're going to see these sneak peek videos and they can get excited with us, and we can talk about things we loved about it, the things that we're, maybe afraid of, things that we have as goals and stuff like that, and kind of get a really good conversation going off right off the start. And it'd be really cool if one of us did like an introduction video live or whatever, doesn't matter, and talked about just introducing ourselves so everyone else can introduce themselves too. And then throughout the program, I'm not sure, I would love to hear you guys' ideas, but just having like maybe mini challenges or having check-ins. When I did the Les Mills combat workout, which is pretty similar to this one seems to be a little bit better though. It's a little bit more high energy and a little bit more fun. One thing that I really, really loved about it was when you do MMA style workouts, you actually get a lot of muscle growth, like in your sides, like in your rib cage, your back, your stomach, and the outer parts of your legs. So it'd be really cool if we were able to get people to like celebrate those changes, because no word of a lie, when I did combat, I actually was at the university and I was walking and I could feel my muscles flexing in my back and in my sides of my rib cages, and I'd never felt that before. I was so excited. I like ran into the education lounge and like pulled up my shirt and like was showing everyone and like flexing for them because I was so pumped. And I thought I was absolutely crazy. There was like 10 people in there out of like 30 that did the workouts with me. So like, or not that workout, but they do Beachbody with me. So they knew like my excitement and they understood, but I was absolutely crazy about it. So I think it'd be cool if we were celebrating our muscles, because we're going to see a lot of change with this program just because of the style itself. So yeah, I think that'd be cool if somehow we incorporated that into every week of like celebrating those muscle changes. And then anything else, like any other challenges, or if we want to like, if there was like any kind of daily post that you guys wanted to do or anything like that, like I'd be totally game for anything. I just want to make this super awesome, get like really in there and share our workouts, go live, and just make it really exciting. I know for our Country Heat test group, my girls were super excited with all the live videos, and they were excited with everyone posting every day and just like keeping it chill, but like being really present. So I think that's really important too. And, you know, sharing what we're eating, sharing what we're doing, sharing how we're feeling, all that kind of fun stuff. So I will post in Growing Emeralds an actual conversation around this so we can brainstorm how we want to run the group. And if we want to divide the group up to talk about certain things, we can do that. If there's certain things we want to add into the files or into the group before we add people, we can do that. But I want to make this group absolutely kick-ass to help people just go in there and crush it and feel inspired and be empowered and to get the results that they're looking for and just to feel good. Okay, so Carrie said, find it hard to promote a program when I'm not doing it. Okay, that's a good question. I also find that really difficult. Now, Carrie, what you can do is you can actually say that you're not doing the program right now, that you've committed with a bunch of other ladies to do Shailene Extreme, but this brand new program is coming out, and you can actually like share all the reasons why you think it's going to be awesome for certain people, right? Like it doesn't necessarily need to be awesome for you. Like, for example, say if you're not into that, say if you're into weightlifting and you don't like doing cardio, you can say like, this workout is perfect for women that, you know, want to feel empowered. This workout is perfect for women that want to, you know, work off stress. This workout is perfect for women that want to be able to feel like they're like badass and can kick butt, and they have ever wanted to do any kind of boxing or jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or whatever. This is perfect for them. It's perfect for women that feel like they need some self-defense skills. It honestly is, and that's exactly what Jericho said at Summit. You know, I don't know if she said it at I don't know where she said it. Maybe it was in her workout. But she was talking about how this workout, if anything else, if it doesn't give you results, it will give you a skill set to be able to protect yourself if you're ever in a situation where you could be in harm's way. And I think that's a really important thing for, you know, a lot of people to have. I know for myself, there's been moments where when I was doing combat, I actually felt like for the first time, if I was jumped or something where I worked, because I worked in a really dangerous area, that I would be okay. And I felt that, and that made me feel really safe and really good. So, you know, talking about those things and saying like, I'm going to do this workout eventually, but it's right now I'm not, but my team, like we're a team, we're a family, we do things together. And I think being able to say like, my team is going to be doing this program on November 21st to December 20th. There's going to be a bunch of kick-ass ladies who all have the same goals and their heart's in the right place, and like sharing that we're doing it, and then like just bringing them in, right? Like just because you're not doing it and just because you're not going to be posting in there doing the workouts doesn't mean that you can't bring people in, because we do it as a family. And just like being really honest with it and just saying like, you know, maybe right now you committed to something else, but maybe it's the right time for them, and to be able to do it with a bunch of ladies doing the same program, I think that's really cool and a great opportunity for them. So that's what I would do, is share it from that perspective, and just share your excitement and just talk about, like, you know, if we're talking about it or you hear us see us how excited we are for it, share it, like share about that, like share, like, you know, today my team was talking about the Quarter Force test group and they're so excited and they have all these awesome ideas, and I know it's going to be an awesome group, and I am looking to bring 10 ladies into it to help them to have the opportunity to, whatever it might be. So that's what I would do if I wasn't doing the program. I definitely would say I've done test groups where I said that I was going to do it and then I didn't because I hadn't completed another program yet. and I thought I would be able to do both. And that was a mistake because I falsely committed to something I couldn't commit to. So if I would have shared it in the perspective of I'm not going to do it, but these other ladies are, and I'm still there to support you, I think that would have went over a lot better. And I wouldn't have felt as stressed out about it, and I wouldn't have felt the pressure. So I think that's really important, just to be honest and share the opportunity for what it is, and then go from there. So those are my tips, and we can keep having the conversation growing emeralds. Anything I think of, I'll share in there. Anything that I do specifically, if I hear new ideas of how to share things for test groups and stuff, I'll share. And I'll get the conversation going for the test group itself and how to run it. But other than that, that's all I have. Carrie, I know that you're running behind schedule. I'm not sure if you have any questions or anything. I know you're typing in the chat. If you do, you can pop on. If not, I will end this recording.
So if I start promoting this, and I mean, I want to, and I get like some people interested, I want to put them in there.
Yeah.
Because they may want to take advantage of, you know, getting the program first. I don't know if each one is giving like a promotion on it or anything like that.
They will, yeah.
So people are going to want to maybe take advantage of that discount. Can I go in the challenge group with you guys, but not like be actively doing it, but just like be in there to give support and stuff like that?
Totally, yeah.
And still post, but not post necessarily, not post about Chalene Extreme and not post about Quarter Force. I'm not doing it, but maybe just post about, you know, just motivation and support and, you know, just, you know, keep going kind of stuff.
Yeah, even like after you're done your workout, even though you're doing Chalene Extreme, like make it clear in there, right? Like you can bluntly say like, hey, like I'm a coach on the Believe Empire team, and I had committed to Chalene Extreme before. I'm going to be doing Quarter Force later on, but I wanted to be in here with all of you ladies, and be in here with my challengers, and just to be here to share this journey with you. And then daily, whenever you work out, just share, you know, how your day went, share what's inspiring you, share what motivated you, share what helped you to overcome not wanting to work out today. Like sharing your experience still, I think, is really valuable. And if they know you're a coach and they know what you're doing, it's going to be all cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I feel left out.
Well, you'll know what's going to happen. You're going to be like, wow, this looks awesome. And then you're going to do a workout here and there because you're going to want to, because you're going to see us all happy with it.
Well, I got Chalene Extreme in like July or June.
Right, yeah.
And I did like one workout and I was like, oh, and then like Summit came and then Country Heat and I was like, woo! And that's it. That's the story.
Yeah. Chalene Extreme's awesome. I love it. It's definitely like, I find the first 10 days from going from a cardio workout to a weightlifting workout is really hard, because the cardio workouts have this like pump up music and you're bouncing around and it's exciting and stuff. And then you get into a weightlifting and it's like this, like more of this, like, I don't know, it's different kind of music. Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. You feel like, sometimes I'll sweat during the workout and I'll feel like I'm dying. Like during the workout, I swear and scream because I can't hold the like moves anymore. But then after, I'm like, should I do a cardio workout? Because I still feel like I didn't work out, but I did. It's just like we have it so in our heads. Like when you're done cardio, you're like, it's a totally different feeling, right?
Yeah.
So it's the first 10 days are really hard, and then after that, you start seeing like changes in your body from the weights, and then you're like, okay, never mind, I don't need to do cardio. So just the first 10 days are hard, and then it gets easier from there. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do cardio because I've already committed to the October 17th Country Heat group.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Because I've been doing it for so long already, like I'm finding I don't start sweating till about 15 minutes in, or when I got 15 minutes left. So yeah. I'm fairly confident, but I don't know. I still got a lot of shit on my plate this next couple months here.
Yeah, and what I do, Carrie, I've been in that situation before where I have started a test group like when I was already done the program. So what I did in there is I just said to them, like, I did the work, I did the program before this group, and these are all the things I loved about it. And I wanted to do it before you guys did it so I could be here to support you through it and to help you because I've done it. And I shared my results and all those things. And I knew I was doing a new program now. But I made sure that, like, what I did is I went back through the program and I wrote down little notes for myself, like, what did I feel in the first week? Like, what was exciting? What did I see that was changing? How did I feel? Like, the first week of Country Heat, I was, like, over the moon. I thought, like, life was amazing because I was so excited to work out. And I never felt that way. And I remember the first week, I just felt like, wow, like, I went 7 days with pressing play and being so dang excited, and that's never happened before. So then what I did is in the challenge group, every week I kind of shared the same things I went through. Like, I shared with them, like, you know, this week I was super excited for this, or this week has these new workouts, and I really liked this one, and this is why, and, you know, these moves changed this part of my body. And I just, like, went back and shared. So I didn't, like, force myself to do double workouts all the time. Like, sometimes I did just to do it, but I just, like, was present in a different way and was there to support them. And I shared when I worked out doing my other program. And then that also pumped them up too, right? Like, I was doing a new program, so when they were finished Country Heat or whatever program, I think it was PiYo and 21 Day Fix that I did like this. But then they were excited because then they were seeing that I was doing a new program and that I was getting different results from that. So I just pumped them up for another program as well. But that's how, like, that's one way of doing it, to not put a lot of pressure on yourself to, like, commit to doing double workouts every day. Is, like, just being honest with them, sharing and saying, like, I did it beforehand and loved it, and that's why I want to run this group, to be here for you guys. And, like, whatever you go through, I know what it's like because I've done it. So
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah. It's hard as a coach. Like, it's when you're doing it with them, it's easier to engage because you're right there with them. And we have this, like, mentality of, like, you have to do it with them, but you've already done it, right? So it's not that you're, like, lying or cheating them. Like, you've already done it. Like, you are an expert in it. So you have something to offer because you've already completed it. So look at it that way, yeah.
I totally didn't expect Callie to offer to do it with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I was like, literally, shit.
Now I have to.
I know, right? So
hilarious. I like that though.
Be good.
It's good to push each other.
I gotta go.
Yeah, okay. It's long anyways. All right. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Okay. All right. All right. Have a good day at work.
Thanks.
Bye.